What's going on, guys? John Elder here from Codemy.com, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to take a screenshot for your app with Tkinter and Python. All right, guys, like I said, in this video, we're going to look at taking screenshots with your Tkinter app. But before we get started, if you like this video and want to see more like it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out Codemy.com, where I have dozens of courses with hundreds of videos that teach you to code. Use coupon code YouTube1 to get $30 off memberships, all my courses, videos, and books for one-time fee at just $49, which is insanely cheap. Okay, so I've got a very simple app here. It's just got a button. We click the button. It takes a screenshot of your entire computer monitor in several different ways that we'll talk about. And then here you can see I've just got the picture opened that it creates. So very simple. And this is actually really easy. This shouldn't take very long, but very powerful. You can use this for all kinds of different things. So head back over to our code. I'm using the Sublime Text Editor and the Git Bash terminal as always. And as always, you can find a link to the code in the pinned comment section below, as well as a link to the playlist with almost 200 Tkinter videos. So check that out if you haven't seen it so far. So I've got our basic Tkinter starter code that we've always got. I'm calling it shot.py, screenshot, right? And the first thing we need to do actually is head over to our terminal and pip install a little something, because we're going to use something to do this to make it a whole lot easier. There's not going to actually be a whole lot of code that we have to write. So I'm in my C GUI directory. You can have your virtual environment turned on or not, however you happen to be doing it. And we need to pip install something called MSS. And I don't know what that stands for. Multiple screenshots, maybe? I don't know. And you can see it's collecting, boom, and that's all there is to it. So you can head back over here and let's come up here to the top, and we need to import this guy. So let's go from MSS. We want to import MSS. So that's kind of all there is to it. So let's build out our app here. I'm just going to create a button. I'm going to call it my_button. And this is going to be a button. We want to put it in root. We want the text to say, what? Take a screenshot? I don't know. And for fun, we can give this a font of like Helvetica. And let's make this nice and big. So say 24. And let's give this a command of shot. We haven't created this function yet. We'll do that in just a second. So let's my_button.pack. And I'm going to give this a pad Y of like 40, really push it down the screen a little bit. Okay. Now underneath this, we might want a little label that pops up and says, hey, okay, you took a screenshot, you know, just to give a little confirmation. So if we wanted to do that, we could say my label, and it's going to be a label. We want to put it in root. We want the text to start out saying nothing. And that's fine. Let's my_label.pack this guy. Give it a pad Y like 10, just push it down a little bit from that button. So, okay, now let's come up here and define that shot function that we assign to the command of our button, right? So to do this, it's actually incredibly simple. So inside of our function, we just say with MSS, and that's a function. We say as SCT, which I suppose stands for screenshot. And then inside of here, we designate the file name. Now, I've got lots of videos for opening up a little message box to save a file as or open a file as. So if you want to, kind of watch those videos in the playlist to learn how to pick the name of the file you're saving every time, you can do that. For this, I'm just showing you how to take the screenshot. So we're not going to get into all of that stuff. It's, trivial to do that if you watch those other videos on saving files and opening files. Check out the playlist for those. So here, we're going to create a variable. I'm going to call it file name. And we want this to equal an sct.shot. And this is a function. And, this sct thing, I guess, is this guy. And we're going to take a screenshot. And inside of here, we want to designate the output. So I'm going to say output equals, and then just create a file name. And I'm just going to call this output.png. This is going to be a PNG file. PNGs are types of image files. They're popular common image extension. So here, this is the path that this file here is sitting in. So if you remember, we are in our C GUI directory. That means that this will save to the C GUI directory. Now you can be explicit. You can be something like, C GUI/output. If you want to be very explicit, you can do that. Or you can use a relative path just like this. Now, this will get the job done. This will pretty much do it. Now we can come down here and say my_label.config and set the text equal to what? Screenshot has been saved, whatever, right? So confirm message, right? Whatever. So like I said, this will get the job done. Now I have multiple monitors, and a lot of people do. So you can designate one or another of them or both. So for here, we're going to start out and we can set the monitor to equal. And I'm going to put this to -1. -1, I believe, will take both pictures of both screens. So, okay, let's go ahead and save this and run it and see if that worked. Head back over here. So let's run python shot.py and let's take this. Okay, so here we go. Click this. Boom, little message pops up. The screenshot has been saved. Now, if we come back over, let me open up a Windows File Explorer. We can see I'm in my GUI directory. Here's that output.png file. If we click it, okay, that looks like it was successful. Let me try and make this a little bigger so we can make sure. All right, so this is monitor 1. It has to take a screenshot in the code. This is my other monitor that has my recording software going, and that looks like it works. So just that easy. Now we can fiddle with this. We can say, you know, take monitor 1. So if we save this and run it, close that and run it again. Boom, take a screenshot. Head back over here, open this file again, and you'll notice it's overwriting any file that's already there. So it destroyed the old file. And this is just my left monitor. Here it says take a screenshot. See, pretty cool. And finally, we can do one more here. We could set this to monitor 2, save this, run it one more time. Break out of here, run it, take a screenshot. See what it looks like. Okay, this is my other monitor where my recording software is. And that seems to work. So super, super easy. That was like what? 1 line of code, 2 lines of code, something like that. Yeah, basically 2 lines of code. And that's all there is to it. Now you can look at the documentation. There's all kinds of other stuff you can do with this MSS thing. And that's at python-mss.readthedocs.io. And so you can come through here and read all about it. You can go down to the examples section. And here it shows you how to take monitor 1, how to take them all, different things you can do, a callback if you need this. If you just want to take a screenshot of part of the screen, there's a couple of different methods you can use. You can see here how it shows you how to set the height and the width and all of that. Or you can also use Pillow, the graphic library that we've used lots of times in this course. You could do that as well, setting left and right and all the different things. So, you know, if you're interested in all of this stuff, come through here. There's not a lot of documentation. It's right straight to the point. And it shows you how to do different things, multiprocessing, if you want to take a lot of these things, how to convert BGRA to RGB, red, green, blue. It's a color scheme and all kinds of stuff. So come through here, read it if you want. Really interesting, really easy, completely free. And I don't know, it doesn't get any easier than that. So that's all for this video. If you liked it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out Codemy.com where you can use coupon code YouTube1 to get $30 off membership. So page is $49 to access all my courses, over 47 courses, hundreds of videos, and the PDFs of all my best-selling coding books. Join over 150,000 students learning to code just like you. My name is John Elder from Codemy.com, and I'll see you in the next video.